Actually, we got some Twitter questions about something I want to ask you, because you, on the red carpets for Oscars last year, you changed your look, kind of. And it seemed to flip people out. Like, people were writing about this, blogging about this. And Gabby, at the Olympics recently, when she did really well, I also saw people commenting about, like, her hair and stuff. And I just thought it really odd that people notice this so much. Do you find it strange that people comment on how you appear so much?
No, because I'm an African American woman and there is not enough time on this show to explain hair issues. But no, that being said, I took off my hair, I took off my wig because I wanted to step into who I was. And I felt like, and listen, I love wigs. I do. I still will wear a wig every once in a while. Okay?
I'm wearing a weave right now, so just so you know.
But for me, what I felt like was every time I put on a wig that I was apologizing for who I was. Being a dark-skinned woman, very curly hair, I felt like I was hiding it. And I felt like I was saying that, okay, my characters aren't very glamorous, but look at me, you know, see me, aren't I pretty? And I felt like I didn't want to do that anymore. And I felt that, like, the Oscars was a perfect time to do that, so I stepped into who I was.
Girl, you're beautiful. Don't make nobody tell you none.
My lions, welcome to the channel. Let's imagine that you go out to work or to conduct some business, such as going to the supermarket or go hang out with your friends, and you do this 6 out of 7 times in the week. So basically 6 days of the week you do this. The average person, particularly women, would usually make sure they look decent before venturing outside. Men tend to not care too much, and women will take time to put whatever on she thinks make her looks good. Now imagine you have a particular texture of hair, see? And for the 6 out of 7 time you leave your house, you are wearing a different hair texture that you add to your head to cover up your own natural hair texture. Remember, people, particularly women, will do such a thing if they believe that the paid for hair makes them more appealing. Some would say more beautiful than wearing her natural hair, because people don't go outside, in particular women ain't going outside without feeling they look okay, good, whatever we call it. Now the obvious question is, why would this person have a dislike for wearing their natural hair in public for all to see most of the time? I could see them doing it once in a while, wearing the fake hair once in a while, but when it's all the time, the question becomes, why don't they want their own hair to be on display? That, my friend, is the question I hope to answer in this video. Now, Miss Bayola Davis, talk to the massive them for me.
I think that it's important at this point in my life to live an authentic life. I think that if you probably interviewed a lot of people who were towards the end of their lives, I think that that's what they would say, that they wish that they had lived their lives more authentically. And this is a part of it, wearing my hair. I do, I love it.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely. She sure is.
There is a widespread dislike by a large group of women of African descent for their own natural hair. This can be traced back to the days when their ancestors were in bondage, all the way up to today, when the mainstream media's idea of good hair is that from folks of European or Asian descent, the so-called straight hair. Now, these women of African descent do not put a high value on their natural hair and are willing to pay huge sums, you see me? And they are willing to suffer from damaged scalp, you see me? And they're willing to go bald just so they can wear these straight hair coming in from Europe or Asia.
it adds glam. It adds that extra oomph.
I've never had a woman not love them.
It's the beauty. It's total enhancement.
I think they have changed my life and my hair.
Julie Skipper is a lawyer and Latricia Brown works in healthcare. Both wear weaves or extensions, but they haven't had the same results.
It's a chance to play a little bit. My own hair is a different color than my extensions. And so every 6 or 8 months, if I feel like playing around, I can change color. And then it's not damaging my own hair.
Brown says she had to cut most of her hair after one treatment.
My sides was thinning and my, see with my hair, I had good hair, like it was full and thick. It was thinning out. Some parts were short and some parts was long.
And she's not the only one in her family who's had weave woes. These are pictures of damage to her sister's hair from years of wearing extensions.
Her hair is damaged, like, very bad. Like, is she to the point where she's embarrassed? Like, now she can't have no other choice but to wear weave in her hair because it's so damaged really bad.
Dr. Timothy Quinn sent us these pictures of his patients who have traction alopecia due to the stylist installing the hair extensions too tightly. Stylists we talk to say the danger comes in with how the extensions are installed, the treatment of the hair, and how they're removed.
Some situations we have to send to a physician. Yeah, they have to seek medical attention.
Shantae Lewis is a weaveologist, and she owns Celebrity Hair Designs. They specialize in bonding, sew-ins, and infusions. It can take several hours to put in and cost you up to $500.
Exactly what is wrong with their natural so-called kinky hair? Or some people like to refer to it as, I ain't got good hair. According to some, their hair is hard to deal with, takes too long to style, and requires constant attention. Some claim that they are wearing a weave to attract men, but I can safely say that the majority of men don't like to see a woman in a weave. So that argument is bull. So why do these women put such a high value on store-bought straight hair? For me, this is simple. We all put on Front Street the things we value and love. And these women of African descent do not value the hair they are born with. It's as simple as that. Whenever you go on the streets and you take time to prepare yourself, when you look in the mirror, you think you look your best and then you go through the door. So if someone does it every day and they're wearing this crap on their head, that tells you they value that crap on their head more than the stuff they're hiding underneath that crap. It's as simple as that.
So what I want to say is this. Other races of women wear extensions and weaves as well.
Those extensions and weaves and whatnot. Does that look like the hair that naturally grows out of their head? Or does it look like a African woman's hair or a black woman's hair?
Okay, well,
they wear hair. Is this what their hair looks like when they wear extensions and weaves and wigs?
No, it doesn't. Normally,
what does it look like?
Don't do that. Okay, but what difference does it make? It's still extensions. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, it's not the extensions. It's the fact that you're wearing hair. This does not look like the hair that naturally grows out of your head.
Okay, and that's
that means
a poor
what?
argument.
That means you don't like. Cause see, if they're wearing hair that naturally, if they're getting extensions and they're wearing hair that naturally grows out of their head, that means they like their own hair. They just want more of it. Can we agree with that?
That's okay.
Can I get a ding 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 sound effect?
That's okay.
Now, if you're a black American woman and your roots are in Ghana, Nigeria, Togo, Benin, South Africa, your hair don't look like them long, stringy-haired white girls. But if you got a weave on that looks like a long, stringy-haired white girl's hair, and we know that your hair looks more like a Nigerian woman's hair, then what does that say about you and how you feel about your natural hair?
Okay, I have another rebuttal. What about when black women were relaxing their hair?
Go ahead, huh?
What about when black women was relaxing their hair?
How do you answer a question with a question?
Thing is, if you had, let's say you had a bunch of white girls, this 22 250 million white people in America, about 125 million white women.
Okay.
Let's say tomorrow, every white woman start wearing box braids and afro wigs every day. Like you don't even know what their hair looked like. It looked like they all went and just got all the black women in Nigeria, cut all their hair off and then stitched it and glued it on top of their heads. So you got every white woman in America rocking an afro wig or some dreadlocks. What would you begin to think about those women and their perception of their own hair?
I would think they want to be like that race of woman that style originates from.
Boom!
My lions, we don't tell the ladies what to do. They can do what they want to do, and they're going to do what they want to do. You cannot be a man of value and intelligence and deal with a woman who hides her natural hair 7 days a week. Like I said before, I could see a lady once in a while putting on something else on her hair because she want to do something different. But when it's every single day of the year, that should tell you something is wrong with her. If she cannot find value in what nature gave her, you will be dealing with a woman who may need psychological help somewhere down the line. Yes, I said it. Whatever trauma she allowed society to put on her shoulders is not for you, my lions, to fix. She needs to figure out why she is not comfortable in public wearing her hair 90% of the time. We ain't gonna say 100%, 90% of the time. She needs to figure that stuff out. And she can lie to herself all she wants, but that's not our problem to fix. Send her to the shrink to deal with that self-hatred she has, and find yourself another woman who loves herself 100% and love to show herself, all her natural self, off to you and to the world. Hold tight. Me gone again.
Girl, you're beautiful. Don't make nobody tell you nothing. Don't make them press your button. You should love me.